What's up, everybody? Welcome to another edition of Walk in His Ways, Impact Voice. I'm your host, Freeman Jackson Jr., broadcasting you live from my hometown, my city of Mobile, Alabama. Like I said, we're doing a new thing here with the broadcast. We're walking His Ways. We're doing the Zoom. We're taking it to another level as we move forward into a new year, a new beginning, whatever you want to call it. And like I said, I got my brother on here, one of my best friends, David Marshall, who's out of the city of Mobile. He's a recording artist. He's an entrepreneur. He's a comedian. He's a family man. He's all that, whatever you want to call him, man. I just want to welcome him to Walk in His Ways, Impact Voice. The purpose of what we're doing here tonight is he's been dealing with males. He's been dealing with the alpha male. He's been going on Facebook Live as of late. So I just reached out to him, spur of the moment thing, to talk about what's known, what the Most High had put on his heart to talk about gearing towards a male. So I thank for taking time out of his busy schedule to be a part of this broadcast here tonight. So David Marshall, man, my brother, welcome to Walking His Ways, Impact Voice. I know you're not a stranger to the broadcast.
Hey man, welcome. Thank you, Furman. Thank you for the warm welcome as always. It's always been a pleasure of being on here with you, man. I'm so excited about what I feel in my spirit to sound the alarm for men. That's what I think I'm doing. I've been on my rampage for a couple of weeks about different topics, but this week topic is just simply, it's just what is a real man, and that is what I'm at right now. So, and I'm on a quest for my own life. This is a personal thing more than just I'm preaching it. It's more a personal walk that I'm trying to practice and get down. That's exactly what we got going on.
And that's what's up. Like I said, I know you sound the alarm here in 2020. Like I said, just bringing forth great information, things that people can apply, especially men, to apply to their own lives. We know in the generation now where we grew up, we're both born in the 80s. We grew up in the 90s. But, they were more, when you was that male, you was the top dog, you was masculine, you was that man to get out there and work. You didn't depend on no woman. But now in the generation now, like it's kind of reversed where we got brothers now depending on women to take care of them and baby them. And we got women who taking on that role of baby a man, taking care of a man. But what does it fit in for a good man? A man who's holding it down by this business, but it seems like he's being rejected now. What is your opinion on that with men that are being rejected by women who really don't want, really not into the alpha male?
It's a lot to that. It's a lot to that. I think it's a sickness. I think it's a deeper sickness there. There's things that happen over there. I don't know the whole background of why women choose these type of male. Maybe it's a new thing now. It's a as I always say that the bad man seems like to attract those type of women, and I just think that the preface and the psychological things. It's a psychological thing. I tell you that. I don't really know psychologically why women chooses this man that doesn't want to provide, don't want to do right. And sometimes it can be an abusive situation. It can be a situation with a woman dealing with a man that is very narcissistic. I dealt with that too. And we don't know why particular women is fooling with these type of men, because some of these type of men are very abusive. They're very manipulative, very the games that a man play, it can be very emotional draining, emotional, psychologically, traumatizing to a woman. So over the years, the root, the seeds that we men, some of the bad men, well, I guess you call the bad guys, have planted, the woman want a bad guy. Some women dream of having this thug, this man they can, they feel they something about a thug that attracted them, intrigued them. And I guess what it is with a good guy that go to work, that come home and take care of everything, maybe doesn't have that balance. I think what it is helping a man to be balanced. I think what it is, the good man have to be balanced out. You know, a woman she don't want a too nice of a man. She don't want a bad man. She want an in between. When she get with the bad man, now she's stuck with this bad man is beating her, maybe beating on her and manipulating and cheating on her. But she doesn't really want this. She want the good guy for real, but the good guy's too nice. Nice guy. He's a he do it, give her the world. And sometimes that's not always a good thing, giving a woman everything. Mm-hmm. There's got to be a line driven. That's got to be we talking about an alpha male. Alpha male is a man that he looks out for himself. Not say you married, you know, you got to be a one self. You got to be a whole self. And when you come in a relationship, this is what I'm learning the hard way. You come in a relationship, you come first, to be honest with you. When you be with a girl or woman, you put yourself first before you put anybody. You know, I see if you married, that's a different thing. But if you ain't married, you really put yourself really come first. That's a man. Mm-hmm. And so when you putting a woman first, you putting a woman before yourself, then she gets turned off by that in so many ways. She's not attracted to that. So for real. She like it, then she started getting unattracted to like, man, this man is giving me, you know, I think it got to come the balance of it. You know, the balance of, and then the way media shape. Right. And in the media, social media, you're dealing with the media that have gotten involved in relationships, and shaping the culture. So you're dealing with these culture dynamics of the way the media have set out relationships. And man, it can go on. I mean, that's what my take on it about this woman now changing her tastes and preferences. This woman that used to want a man that come home and work. You know, now things have changed because of media. I believe the biggest problem is our Hollywood, man. Hollywood have corrupted the way we perceive things, the way we see things, you know. Yeah.
And man, that's what's up right there. And like I said, getting back to the focal point we're talking about, I looked up the meaning of an alpha male. An alpha male is a man who take charge, one who imposes his will on others, not the other way around. Other men want to be him. Women want to be with him. An alpha male intimidates his unquestionable in charge. And it says, no matter what the situation, they was dated back in October 10th, 2016, on what they was giving a definition of what an alpha male is, the one who take charge, that man that's confident in himself, had a mentality like, yeah, the guys want to be like him, but the women want to be with him. But he don't, you know, he got that role that, hey man, I'm the top dog, I'm the man. But getting to the point when you brought up the alpha male, what purpose you to start, you know, you talk about the alpha male?
I've been on this road for quite some time. You know, this self-development, as going through and with, you know, actually dealing with women, you know, period. Listening to different things that are relationships and different problems that arise in relationships I've been involved with. So it got me on a quest to better myself, to better who I am, hold on one second.
All right.
To better myself, to self. I'm sorry, man. You know, they turned the light. They didn't know I was out here. Yeah. To getting on this quest is through pitfalls and bad experience in relationships. The things I saw myself doing, the things that I'm not being successful in certain areas. Why is I'm not being successful in certain areas in my relationship with women? What is going on with me? Help me. I need help. So my quest is searching and looking and finding what is a man. Really was a man. I hear women talking about you a boy. You know you act like a, you know. I'm be honest with you. I'm gonna tell you straight up truth. You know you act like a boy. Okay, okay. Let me wise. I'm going to work. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. You see what I'm saying? I'm handling my business. But why is I'm being called a boy? Why is it seems like this is always coming up. And I'm like, okay, let me find out what's really going on with me. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to step back and just accept with a woman. Sometimes a woman tell you all about yourself. Sometimes relationships was sometimes can reflect and show you who you really are. So I'm looking at, okay, it's something needs to be changed. So I look for some self development. I got studying and reading. What and I came across alpha male. I started hearing about alpha male. What this all about? You know, and how to be an alpha male. And I just started saying, listen, okay, start researching, reading, and basically what I said, this is what I want to be. This is the type of man that I want to be. Confident. You don't have to depend on no one, depend on nobody.
Mm-hmm.
Knowing who I am and discovering who I am. I don't have to be feeling like I need acceptance from nobody, not just a woman, but anybody, because I dealt with that acceptance and want to be accepted. Part of my problems is these anger outbursts, and even when I'm doing music, we know each other for years, and I'm wondering why I'm always looking for affirmation and acceptance, and what is the problem here, man? So, yeah, in my quest, it's like I want to become this alpha, when I look up self-development help, hey, this is what I'm becoming. This is what I want to be. This is what I don't need nobody to validate me. I don't. Hey, I'm already validated. I validate myself, and God validates. You know what I'm saying? I'm learning
Right.
these things, so I'm on that quest, and I feel like it's time for me to share that with men that's struggling with this all over the world. Man, it's men that are struggling with their identity. It's trying to find our identity. Find out who we are, because that's important. You can't be healthy to nobody if you don't really know who you are as a man.
Mm-hmm.
What is a true meaning of a man? So, as me looking for the true meaning, not what I thought, not what I grew up thinking, and I'm still being unsuccessful in areas in relationships, not just with women, but with men too. You got to have a healthy relationship with men, not to be gay. I didn't know that. Us men, we have to have healthy relationship with other men
Mm-hmm.
in relationships. So I'm like, okay, these relationships are not being successful. It's something I need to get a hold of me. It ain't got nothing to do with them. So I need to find out what is going on with me. So in my search of that, I said, listen, I got books on self-development. So that's
Okay.
that's what got me on this. Yeah.
Oh
Yes.
man, that's what's up right there. And now, like I said, I was just kind of looking at in the Bible in Genesis chapter 1 and 26. The Bible said God said, "Let us make man in our image, after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, over the fowl of the air, and over the cattle, and over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creeped upon the earth." So we know in verse 27 that God created man in His own image. In the image of God created him, male and female created He them. So, just going back to the blueprint, going back to when God made man. And then we know you look a bit further into Genesis chapter 2 and verse 7. The Lord God formed man of dust of the ground and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and man became a living soul. So we know that God put himself in this physical body, that spirit, his spirit in us to operate supposedly like him in the earth. And I know you said self-development, dealing with things um through the years, it dates back to your childhood, because of the book that I'm reading now, The Laws of Human Nature. It said different characteristics transpire from a person's childhood, things they experienced, things they learned, things they may been traumatized about. But getting to that point, because we was never taught to communicate as males. We was always taught the physical aspect of being a man. That means going out there, playing sports, get a job, work, retire, and that's it. But we was never taught to how to, I guess, intertwine with a woman. If you want to say that,
Mm-hmm.
that that oneness with her, that comfort that she brings to the table. But like you said, work on that self-development, going through that journey. But getting back to my question, getting to that though, what made you start getting on this journey? I know you mentioned it before, but what made you really start getting on this journey to find out who is David Marshall?
Like I said, is things in my childhood, I ain't had no father, you know what I'm saying? I didn't really have a father there to guide me. And I prayed to God. I said, God, I want you to teach me how to be a man, because I just prayed one day, you better be careful what you pray for sometimes. Man, and lo and behold, if I didn't start going through the fire, after I asked God, I remember years ago, 15, might be 20, I guess 16 some years ago, I asked God, I said, God, I want to learn how to be a man because I ain't never had no dad in my life to show me, give me the ropes. Even my mom, mama had problems, personal problems, and she couldn't be there due to health issues, mental health issues, really. My mom had mental health issues. So it's that she wasn't really present to be the father nor the mother. So basically, be honest with you, as a man, all this stuff is by trial and error through my own because I never had mama there to teach me and show me how to be, even my dad, because she wasn't really mentally able to. So you dealing with a man like me, and a lot of men, we grow up in a dysfunctional home, dysfunctional environment, and only thing around me by default is my hood dudes was my role models, what I looked up to, what I saw outside of my home structure. Because home is supposed to be a safe haven. That's supposed to be the place you go and you have that great structure. You got your father there, your mother, they healthy. You know what I'm saying? You see them getting along with it. And I never seen a prototype of a good relationship. I ain't never know that. Man, I done seen some stuff I can tell you on this thing, and I ain't gonna get into about relationships with parent relationships. I done seen some stuff, man, with my own eyes, just as a young man, like what it blew me away. So, growing up in that, it forces me to just, find out. It causes problems in my adulthood. You don't know that. You don't think that it caused problems, but it does. You start looking for something. Especially when I got saved and got in church. We can, we don't really deal with the deep seated issues. We come to church, we come to Jesus, but we don't deal with what happened in the past. For real, for real. We ask God, God forgive me. Oh Lord Jesus, forgive me. I forgive my mother. But we don't deal with it. We don't accept it and wonder why why is I'm looking for acceptance now? The preacher don't call my name, I'm getting mad. Oh, man, they ain't called me for be a part of the prayer meeting that day. And then we get mad. Hey, we wonder where these things come from. It dates all the way back when we was a child, when mama wasn't there to congratulate you. My mama never show up in my when I graduated or did some accomplishments. She never gave me rewards and say I love you. I ain't never heard my mama, be honest with you, I never heard my mom say I love you in the day of my life. And that never came out of mine. But she shows it through her actions. Now as I'm older, we starting to have a relationship, and she showed hers through her actions. She never say those things affect you. You don't know it. As you get older, it affects us. It affects our way of interacting with different relationships. We start looking for our mama in a woman. You don't know it. Like, I think you just, some of the time, I think I'm looking for mama. You be looking for your mama. You're looking for your daddy. And, we heard a song from Mary J. Blige. Mary J. Blige said, I'm looking for the father in you. We go looking to other people to meet those needs. We look to our pastor for father. I was looking for my pastor to be my father, to be something that I supposed to have got a long time ago. So we messed up when we get in the church. So I got in the church looking for mama, I'm looking for father, I'm looking for that acceptance. Here I am, I accomplished something. Can you see me? Can you see that I accomplished this big thing? My music, can nobody see me? Because I'm looking at mama supposed to did all that for me when I was a kid. Gave me that acceptance and that recognition. And so we get older, man, we ruin relationships because of that. We don't know it. We wound it. My girl, she's a therapist. She can tell you more, and she can get down in the depths of the traumatic experience, like she always say about these traumatic things. I learned some stuff from her about this brain, man, is something. And by me talking to her and understanding that no matter if we get saved, we still deal with those traumatic things, man. We got to go get help. We got to go. And I know some people may not believe in going to the therapist and stuff like that counts, but sometimes it can help to go get some help to find out how can I become a, get through this.
Mm-hmm.
We just get saved, go to church, get the Bible, and we hide up under that Bible, and we hurting. You know what I'm saying? We hurting for real. And I understand that Christ, He delivers us. I understand, but we need to talk about these things. What happened in our childhood, man? This stuff affect us. It affected me as a man. Not, I don't care how saved I am. It's still affecting because it's showing in my relationships. It's
Mm-hmm.
showing in these areas that's not being successful. And relationships is important. And when we doom relationships and we don't deal with that past, man, we ruin relationships. We ruin it. We destroy it. And I think that's what happened. It's just dealing with traumatic experiences as a young and affected me bad. That's yeah.
Yeah, and that does plays a role on that acceptance. You know what I'm saying? Want to be accepted, looking from that acceptance from your family to the point where you're at now. And it's like, okay, I didn't really get that. So that affected me growing up as a man. Now I'm learning that about myself with the acceptance. And we know a lot of men are dealing with that. Not feeling accepted, not feeling welcome, not feeling love, not feeling supportive. And like you said, when you got into the church, you do it to your pastor as being that father figure, not just my pastor, don't teach me the word, but hey, I'm here for you. I love you. I got your back and stuff like that. Looking for that. What advice can you give to a male who is seeking for that right now? Because we know it's going on. It's going on all around the world.
My advice to that person that is seeking for acceptance is to step back and to look for help if you can. If you feeling like you need to find out basically why you need an acceptance, what happened, to you to look for a pastor, anybody, friends. Sometimes we try to find acceptance through people. And I think because the Bible say that love love your neighbor as you love yourself. And I believe loving ourselves, learning to love ourselves, accept ourselves, knowing that you're great, changing the narratives in your head and your brain about yourself. I think that is the thing, man. You as a man, why are you looking? You got to ask yourself, why is I'm looking for acceptance? What's going on? You got to take a step back and see what is happening here. I shouldn't have to go look for anything outside of me. That's what alpha male is all about. Everything you need is already inside you. You don't have to go externally looking for it. Like it's internally. That's what I'm learning. Inside. When my mind go to wondering about, I gotta go search for this person to like me. Oh, they don't like my music. Yeah, they don't like this. I had to change these narratives. No, I love my music. My music sounds good. It sounds good to me. I don't have to wait on nobody to like. I'm gonna write this music regardless if nobody don't like it. Nobody don't. No, I love me. I love the way it sound. To me, it sounds good to me. So if it don't sound good to you, I'm not finna. I'm not looking for your approval. And even if you are already married and with a woman, you can't. You're not looking for her. I'm learning in my own self. You know, we seek women for approval. We seek men. We seek other people. No, why is I'm looking for this approval? Why is I'm looking for? You got to step back and say, what is wrong here? You know, and start correcting the behavior by retraining your brain to think that I'm accepted, I'm wanted, man. I love myself, man. Look into the mirror and tell yourself, this is what I do. I try to look in this mirror. Listen, man, I'm the most handsome man walk this planet. Man, I'm fearfully and wonderfully made. Man, I love myself. Man, Dave, you know what? I like your music. Be your number one fan. Man, accept you. That's the thing. Learn to love yourself, man. Just just a love on yourself, man. Take the time and ask yourself, do I need why I'm looking? And I know God created us to have relationships. We can't get out, but we got to be healthy in relationships.
Mhm.
God created us to have relationships with people, but He didn't create us to depend and to put all our trust in man. That's what the Bible said. Don't put your trust in man. You you don't put your confidence in man. That's where we go wrong at. We look for this confidence. You wind up getting hurt because man gonna fail you. And when you looking for that 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 assurance and validation, and when they let you down, man, that's why it's a lot of people we jump from church to church, like even in the church. We're not just a church, but I'm just saying most of the times, as a Christian, man, that's what I deal with. I came into this church thinking that, oh man, this is the way it's supposed to be. Christians supposed to love you regardless, and you coming now all beat down and destroyed from the streets and a life where you once lived, and you still want it. So the thing I can say is to get some help if you can. Firstly, you need to find out why you're looking for acceptance. Why is you looking to be validated? Why is you struggling in that area? You need to find out what can I do? Why is I'm operating like this? It's take a step back, go talk to some brothers, hey man, I'm having struggles here. Or go get a professional, professional counselor help you out to figure out why is you operating in this arena outside of yourself, because you don't have to. And as a man, you shouldn't be doing that. It's not a good trait as a man. You need to find out. We need to find out why. I don't need to go search for nothing outside of me. It's
Mhm.
all, yeah.
Oh yeah, most definitely. And that's why I maybe just think about what you were saying. I looked at Romans chapter 12 and 1. It said, I beseech you therefore, brethren, by the mercies of God, that you present your bodies a living sacrifice, wholly acceptable to God, which is reasonable service. He said, be not conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind, that you may prove what is that good and accepted and perfect will of God. So, Paul here was talking about the mind. He said, do not be conformed to this, but be transformed by renewing of our mind. So we know that they're good and acceptable perfect will of God. So here we don't really talk about that. Like I said, the mind, the things that we went through, the things that we're experiencing. You mentioned like taking a look at yourself, examine yourself. Paul talked about that too. Examining ourselves, make sure we line up. We all have flaws, we all have issues, we all have hangups. And we know a lot of those hangups and the flaws interference in something very healthy. And I know you mentioned earlier about knowing yourself, knowing who you are. And a lot of times we look for that acceptance to a woman. Men especially, we don't know. We always feel like, man, I give this woman, I know who I am now. But you still struggling and trying to find out who you are, because she can't make you. You hear people say, man, that's my other half, that's my better half, but you still don't know who you are.
Yeah.
I mean, getting to know yourself first. Before Eve came along, it was just what God and Adam for real. He learned who he was as a man. He was so occupied and busy. Then, before we know it, he brought forth Eve in the midst of him being a helpmate. So, as men that's single and men that earning to be with someone, I gotta have somebody. What can you say with somebody that got them beliefs that they gotta have somebody? In other words, having that needy spirit. I need this woman. I need that. I need this. I need that. But still struggling on who you are. So what can you say about that? What's your opinion on that?
If she ain't your wife, if she ain't, uh, if I can do everything over again, man, I can say it's to learn myself. It's you don't need nobody. If you in that state, you need to step back and be like, hey man, I need to. And it's hard. We wired, we wired. It's hard being alone. It's hard to accept loneliness. Loneliness is a great thing though, because loneliness, you can actually find out who you really are, what you like, discover when I'm lonely, I can see what I like and what I don't like. That's the time to discover. And we don't take loneliness for we don't take loneliness serious, We take, well, hold on, we take loneliness for granted. Because loneliness is a time, man, you ain't got no kids, you ain't got no woman nagging in your ear. You can take that time to really find out what you like, what you want in a woman, instead of rushing out here and going to get anything because you're lonely. You need a woman, you find out you go get your old Jezebel. Because now you ain't got your Jezebel because you couldn't wait. And so in those times you ask yourself questions like, man, what do I really want in a woman? What do I want in myself? What do I like? Well, I can describe not to be such a needy, because you don't need no woman, you want a woman. You know what I'm saying? That should be in your vocabulary. Man, I don't need you, I want you. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to have you like that. And when we do that, we are actually damaging. When we get with that woman, man, we gonna run her off. It's gonna cause problems because she ain't gonna be able to meet that need. I mean, seriously, she's not gonna be able to fulfill your need. That's up to you to already come in the relationship already whole, already. That's what causes a whole lot, because we come in needy and wanting. I gotta have this woman. I gotta be with this. No, you don't. You know what I'm saying? Mastering self-love and self-awareness, mastering who you are, mastering the who David is. Man, what David like? I like what David like, because if she don't like what David like, we're gonna have problems. And I won't be too quick to accept her, accept this person in my life, because I know what I like, I know who I am, and then I can repel. That's what it is. Once you find out your boundaries and all those things that you need as a man, because you got to have boundaries too, just because you don't make yourself, she's so pretty and she's so fine, you get so caught up in the way she attracting you with her big old booty, and you get lost in that and not having no boundaries set for yourself. She gonna run all over those boundaries. She's just gonna, man, she ain't got no boundaries for your life. You just accept anything because because you want a woman. She gonna you just gonna get anything. You can't go in a relationship try to make her and force her to say, if you say if you're a magician and she ain't, you can't force her to be with you and support you, and that's not what she is, and you already know that. You just accept her to be needed. You done marry her. Now she ain't supporting you. Hey, you got to make sure this is what you want, not because what you need. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I mean, what you want is versus what you need is different. Mm-hmm. So I think it's as a man, we have to discover ourselves, what we want in a woman. Take that time. If you single right now, if you ain't got nobody, this is a great time for you, man. This is a great. You ain't got, especially you ain't got no kids. My God, don't get no kids, cause it's hard. Cause your life is pretty much innate. They come first before you, for real, for real. So the thing is, as a man, if you are single and if you are not, ain't nobody in your life, this is a good time to master you. This is a good time to know what you want, what you like. So you can put up those boundaries, because you gotta have boundaries, like the women walk around here. I got standards. We have to have standards too.
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, I hear you. Most definitely gotta have that, because
we gotta have standards too, just like a woman. A woman has standards. We gotta have standards. We men, man, we go for anything. Cause we visual creatures. We visual creatures. We go by what I see. With big booty, big lips, nice titties, and nice makeup on, and we don't look at outbound. We got standards. We gotta learn how to put some standards up, man. We gotta have standards too. Not just settle for anything like they do. Women got standards. They ain't gonna settle for no anything. We need to be the same way. But we want to run behind anything we see with our visual, with these eyes, man. And it gets us in some, boy, we get with the wrong person that don't support what we like. We just accept anything because we want somebody. Mm-hmm. We lonely. We don't know how to, it's hard for us men to be alone, man. It's real hard. That's why the Bible says not good for it to be alone. It ain't the mean to go get in it and everything. Adam didn't have in it and everything. He had a helpmate. You know what I'm saying? A companion, somebody that's walking along with his vision. Some women will get with you, man, and wreck your whole vision. They won't even support it. They won't be a part of it. That ain't the E that you need. But you want her because she's pretty. She's a trophy. Some of y'all men want these trophies, and these trophies gonna give you hell.
Most
Hell on
definitely.
earth.
Most definitely. Most definitely.
Hell.
And it, because Paul talked about that. Paul even wanted not to be unequally yoked. And I hate when people took that scripture out of context when he said it best to marry than to burn. You marrying a person because of the sex, but you don't have anything else in common. She could be good in bed, but y'all is not connected in any other areas on that. I gotta get married. In order for me to have sex, I gotta get married. But you end up marrying the wrong person, and like you said, you got hell in your hands. They think about Abraham and Sarah. You know what I'm saying? Instead of him wait on the promise from God for Isaac, he listened to a wife, got with Hagar, she got pregnant, had Ishmael, which we know Ishmael was born out of the flesh, but Isaac was part of the promise. So that patience plays a huge role in over, do you want the promise, Isaac, or you want the Ishmael, which is the flesh? And that's something we have to discern between the two, because the Ishmael mess a lot of us up because of the flesh. And we don't know good they don't come out the flesh.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I know my battery getting low.
Oh man, I said, man,
I thought I charged the thing. Lord have mercy, I'm sorry.
That's all good. Like I said,
I got 10% more. We can talk on this thing.
All right, but like I said, it's knowing the difference between a promise and things out of the flesh. But getting back, I know earlier on your Facebook live feed, you was talking about control. I think you was talking about control, right? How to handle control.
Take control of it. Yeah, take control.
Which the Bible talks about, a man that handling a matter wisely is wise. Of course, it talks about that. We know the Bible talks about self-control. And I know things happen. We know that. You get into a heated argument, you get into a heated discussion. We don't think at that time, our judgment be so cloudy until all the smoke is clear. Like, that ain't why I do that. That ain't why I said that. What was I thinking at that time? But what made you come to grips on that when you was talking about that today on your Facebook Live?
Well, it's come from a good read. And I just said, coming up with ideas and coming out of the good read. And just part of man, just redefining what a man is, shattering that misconception of a man from birth. I'm trying to shatter that thing. This misconception, this misinterpretation of a man is we think it's money and cars, and yeah, that's part of it. But the thing is self-control, responsibility, taking control, and not just controlling people, controlling the situation, and being in control of myself, my actions, the way I react to things, the way I react to problems in my life that occur, because situations gonna come, problems gonna come where I have to learn how to react to it. I don't always have to react to it in anger. I don't always have to respond to every in a negative way. But as a man, that's part of being a man. Just because you got a lot of cars and got a lot of money, got a lot of this, got a lot of that, but if you're not managing yourself, if you don't know, you ain't being responsible, you ain't taking control of your own actions, you're not really, you still got some boys' childish ways. And Paul said it, when I became a man and spoke as a man, I act as a man. And I can have all these toys, because ain't nothing but toys, having 4 or 5 cars and pocket full of, ain't nothing but man toys, big toys to us. Until we mature, we can blow the money up. I mean, you make $40,000, make $100,000, 6 figures a year, and don't know how to manage it. That's part of being a responsible man. We not knowing how to manage our finances, and that's part of being a man. Is responsible, taking control in our homes, our family, with our wives and our children, and taking that leader role, leading them to prayer. I'm learning in my own life, and everything I'm saying, these are things I'm practicing in my own life personally. Being a role model to my children, be more present, be more a leader, not a follower. not making your children your homeboy and homegirls. But I tell you, us men, we can have a problem with that. And I ain't gonna lie, there's a problem I'm working on in my life. Is not being my children homeboy, homegirl, because that's hard sometimes. Men, we like to be the good guy. The mama, she's something else. Mama, our wife, boy, they something else with each other. They gonna get down over and see with a man. We want to be the good person, and see. But the thing is, as an alpha male, we have to be stern at all times, because that balance with a man. I have to take the lead and show my children responsibility. I got to teach them. I can't be your friend. I can't be your best friend. We can't be buddies, because and that's the thing that I'm dealing with. It just taking control, taking leadership, taking ownership of my own self, not blaming nobody else. This is the reason why I'm acting this way, man. And she left me, and I'm blaming her for everything. No, take responsibility. And becoming an alpha is taking that responsibility, take control and challenge of every challenge that comes in my life. My reaction is all about my reaction. How's I'm reacting to situations? How's I'm responding? And learn to respond like a man. And that's what I'm learning. And I'm learning the hard way. And ain't, dealing with kids and a woman, let me tell you, it's quick how to be a man. So I'm learning by putting my hands on right now. I ain't sitting here talking, telling you. I am learning and putting my hands and working this thing, these principles. Because a man without a principle is dangerous. Man without principles, he is governed by his emotions. Man, that's a dangerous man. We have to be governed by principles. Governed by principles is the foundation of our life as a man. Putting cars and nice job and nice all that stuff, that's on top of that foundation. Principles is what we need to be getting. What is governing my life? What is principles? What is I'm reading? What is I'm putting in my spirit? Who is I'm learning from? Who is I'm gaining my knowledge? My knowledge comes from these hood boys, hood men. I told you, and I was saying it on my live earlier. Most of my stupidity and foolishness come from a hood man. So it's some things I got to relearn. It's some things, man, you're going to have to just get out of your spirit and get some principles that will govern. Because you could be a millionaire and blow all your money and be broke, like we know some millionaires now. They get the money, they get all this money. I know football. I ain't gonna say on that line. I ain't gonna say. Because, man, I know some lead millionaire today and broke and see them on the corner next day. I didn't see this for my own eyes. I ain't gonna call no names, don't say no names on here. But I didn't see this with my own two eyes. Millionaire riding around in a Bentley and on the corner right now, sitting chilling on the corner like, dang, I just see you in a Bentley. I just see you a millionaire. But you back in the hood. It like, what happened? Like this, you worldwide millionaire. And you can have money and still blow it. No maturity. That's what I'm talking about. And so I'm sorry if I'm going around my own, but that's taking control of our life. Taking back leadership in our homes and in our community and our own self. And that's what I'm doing. And I don't know about nobody else. But I'm taking back my role in my family and all around me. That's what I'm talking about.
Man, that's what's up right there. Like I said, taking pride, ownership, taking control of yourself, taking control of your actions to be a better man. Now that you got to think about the next generation, because the Bible speaks about generations, and God holds accountable to prepare the next generation behind us. So, like I said, being relearned, being retaught. You didn't think about when he said we must be born again. So, being born again spiritually and do things the way that God intended for us to do, and be on that journey of redemption, and pass that knowledge on to other people that really need it as well. And this is a time that women are backing us up now. I'm seeing more of that now, especially with the event that I'm part of this Saturday here in the city of Mobile. Black Men Matters. It's a blessing to be a part of that. You got these are women that put this together to help get that man to his God-given position. So it's good to see the women are like, you know what? Let me get out the leadership role. This is the man's role. My role is get behind this joker and push him into where he need to be at. So we finally seeing what God's getting ready to do
Amen.
in this time we're doing right now. It's just that he's dealing with the male. I know he's dealing with me too. There's things and I'm working on these things and I'm planning my own life as well to be a better man, to take it to the next level, not just in ministry, but in my own personal life. I'm the type of dude like this. It's good to talk good talk, but what a lifestyle at? What a fruit at? And I want to bear fruit of what I speak. I want to bear the fruits of what I speak. Like, man, you know what? Man, Firm did that for real, man. He ain't just talk, he living that lifestyle. Cause we want to be an example to others. So I know you've been talking about the narcissists and stuff like that, the narcs. That's dangerous. We've been around narcs, you know what I'm saying? That's dangerous.
Yeah.
From you, are you still dealing with that topic as well also?
Now I'm laid off just for a minute. I might get back on another time by narcissists. I think
Okay.
just not right now. I'm gonna get back on it because there's a lot of what dealing with that topic is so much to that. It's just a whole lot of stuff with it. I think I'm gonna get it's some more stuff I want to dive into, but right now I really don't want to. Not at this moment. Yeah, I guess later on I'm gonna maybe get back on it again, but it's so much to that by narcissistic uh, behavior, and
Mm-hmm.
this is my fiance. She kind of leery with me talking, because it's a mental health situation too. It's people out here sick with this narcissistic narcissism. So I think it's NPD, something you have to be diagnosed by that, and it's like there's a lot to that. Yeah, my battery got 10% on this thing. Yeah, but that's I'm gonna get back on it soon though.
Okay, that's what's up. We're not finna prolong the time. I know finna speed it up. I know you doing music. I know you do your pictures and stuff like that. So plug that in here on Impact Voice. Plug in
Yeah.
about your music. Plug in about your photography also.
Oh yeah, but my music, I'm working on a new album. I've been working on this thing for quite some time. I'm trying to release it, and man, as soon as possible. Like soon I get off here, I'm gonna get back on. I got some writing to do. And it's the Black Diamond Project, really dealing with me, my dark ways, dark things I'm going through, and becoming the diamond that God called me. I think this is gonna be part one. I'm gonna have a part two, but it's the darker side of the diamond. Then I might have I don't know yet how I'm gonna do it, but whatever what I'm led to do. But I'm excited about that. And my photography, man, I've been doing that for quite some time. That's picking up real good. Been here in City Mobile, it's kind of lighting it up you know, really excited about my loyal clients. Shout out to y'all. Thank God for them, the ones that continue to support me with that. So yeah, look out. I'll be hopefully one day we'll talk about get on here about the Black Diamond. Once I finish it, promoting it. We're gonna be doing music videos. I'm really finna hit it hard once I get everything together. About to do me a photo shoot, trying to get spiffy and do this, really market this whole Black Diamond project soon here. So I'm trying to really take it serious. I've been kind of relaxed on it, but I'm about to pick it back up with that though.
Okay, man, that's what's up. Like I said, man, keep it the good work. Keep doing what you're doing. Just like I said, let God be God. Let Him lead you and guide you into the things He has planned for you to do here on the earth. Like I said, man, just keep it up. That's all I want to tell you. I appreciate you for taking time out to be the schedule, to be on Walking the Ways, Impact Voice here on Zoom. Like I said, for those who did miss it, did check it out, the replay will be up. It will be up on my Facebook page. So I will tag you in it as well also. And also it will be up on Speaker as well. And it will be up on Spotify. So it will be up later on this evening for those who missed it. Go back and check it out. What was said was very inspiring to everyone that listened. So, like I said, man, keep it with the podcast here on Walking the Ways, Impact Voice. Once again, David, man, thank you. I don't want your phone to die on you because we are recording live, so I don't want your phone to die on you, man. So, you have any final remarks for the listening audience before we get ready to get off here tonight?
Yeah, to all the men, I want to encourage you that this is a season now that it's time for us to grow up in areas all over life to become men. I believe the mother that nature need us, God need us to stand up to be the men that we are called and predestined to be. I want you to really grab a hold of that. I'm serious about this. It's on my Facebook page. I'm talking about it. Thank you, Furman, for being powerful, man. And, I know this man of God since way back, and I know I can speak to his character and his integrity. I really respect this man of God. He ain't just talking it; he's living it. I can vouch for that. Man. It's not just I'm saying this because I'm on his live. This man is living what he says. He's a man of integrity, man of noble character. And when we all perfect, me and him had some things going on. Now we ain't always been well, we good friends, and I thank God for him that he's came to maturity. I'm seeing him come from here to there. So I'm telling you what I see daily on this man of God. That's one thing I want to encourage you, men, to surround yourself with men of integrity, men of character, to grow, to become a God that predestined you to become. I hope what we have said is encourage you. And man, get in touch with some men. If you need help, man, reach out to some trusted men and go get you some help if you have to do that to become what you need to become, because it's time. It's time for us to rise up, man, to take responsibility for us and to be what our women need us to be, what our community need us to be, what our children need us to be. It's time for us to stop the foolishness and become the great that God has already ordained for us to be.
Yeah, man, cause it's real out here. You know what I'm saying? The devil ain't playing. I don't give credit to the devil, but man, he ain't playing. He knocking people heads off left and right. We know the
Yeah.
Bible says he come to kill, steal, and destroy. We know that Jesus can give a life and have a life more abundantly. We got to go back to God. I know you love the Lord. I know you all about the will of God. You know what I'm saying? Going back to his blueprint, being an example, man. That's what it's all about, being an example in this dark world we in. I want to phone it down you, man. I do appreciate you, man. And like I say, you're welcome to be on Impact Voice anytime. Don't be a stranger. I know you've been on the podcast numerous times. So the replay will be up.
Believing in me, firm. I really do. It's a joy.
Oh
It's
man,
a
that's
joy.
what it's all about, man. No problem. You welcome, man. It's all about, man, giving honor to whom honor is due. You know what I'm saying? So
Man.
be encouraged, man. Keep doing what
You
you're
too.
doing. Like I said, the replay will be up on Facebook, Spotify, and Speaker. We're gonna see you next time here on Walking This Ways, Impact Voice. Peace, everybody.